Right now, in India, a quiet shift is happening with money. People are borrowing differently, and most don't even realize it yet. Gold loans are growing faster than personal loans. And this is not because people suddenly became traditional. It is happening because the math has finally started to make more sense. If you have ever taken a personal loan or thought about taking one, this change affects you directly. Because the way we borrow money reveals how we think about risk, cost, and control. Today, I will explain what is happening, why it is happening, and what it teaches us about smarter money decisions in very simple terms. Recent banking data shows that gold loans are growing faster than personal loans across India. Banks and non banking lenders are seeing higher demand for loans backed by gold. At the same time, personal loan growth has slowed down. It has not stopped completely, but it is no longer racing ahead like before. This matters because personal loans were one of the fastest growing loan types in the past few years. So something has clearly changed. First, let us understand about both these loans. A personal loan is an unsecured loan. This means that the bank gives you money without taking anything valuable as security. Because the bank takes more risk in this case, it charges a higher interest. In India, personal loan interest rates usually range from around 11% to as high as 24% per year. A gold loan works differently. You give gold to the lender and the lender gives you money based on the value of that gold. Because the lender has security in this case, the interest rate is lower. Gold loan interest rates usually fall between 7 to 12% per year. That difference changes the entire borrowing equation. Imagine borrowing 5 lakh rupees for 3 years. With a personal loan charging around 16% interest, the total interest paid can easily cross 1.3 lakh rupees. Whereas with a gold loan charging around 9% interest, the interest cost for the same period can stay closer to 75,000 rupees. This is a difference of nearly 60,000 rupees. This difference is not emotional, it's not psychological, it's purely mathematical, and people are starting to notice. But why is this shift from personal loans to gold loans happening right now? First, overall interest rates have risen. When borrowing becomes expensive, people start comparing options more carefully instead of choosing convenience. Second, banks and regulators have become cautious about unsecured lending. Personal loans carry a high default risk, so lenders are deliberately slowing their aggressive growth in this area. Third, gold prices are high. Gold prices in India have risen strongly over the last few years, which means the same gold can unlock a larger loan amount today. So, for families that already own gold, borrowing without selling it has become the better option. Gold loans are often taken for shorter periods of time. Many borrowers choose 6 months, 9 months, or 1 year. Some lenders allow interest only payments, with the full amount repaid later. This helps people manage their cash flow better. Personal loans usually lock borrowers into fixed monthly EMIs for several years. That rigidity becomes stressful when income fluctuates. So, flexibility matters more during the uncertain times. Gold loans are often taken for shorter periods of time. Many borrowers choose 6 months, 9 months, or 1 year. Some lenders allow interest only payments, with the full amount repaid later. This helps people manage their cash flow better. Personal loans usually lock borrowers into fixed monthly EMIs for several years. That rigidity becomes stressful when income fluctuates. So, flexibility matters more during the uncertain times. For years, speed and convenience dominated borrowing decisions. Personal loans were quick, easy, and required very little thought. But when interest rates rise, the true cost becomes visible. And that is when people slow down and reassess. Instead of asking how fast they can get money, they start asking how expensive that money really is. That shift in questioning is called financial maturity. Our instinctive thinking prefers an easy process. That is why unsecured loans have grown very fast, whereas gold loans introduce friction. You physically have to hand over something valuable, which forces you to pause and think. And that pause improves your decision making. It makes borrowing feel serious. This is not about gold being special, it's about slowing down so that you make better decisions. You must understand that gold loans are not risk free. If you fail to repay, the lender can auction your gold. And this is a real outcome and not just a technical detail. Most lenders give loans up to 75% of your gold's value. And if the gold prices fall or your repayment is delayed, your risk increases. So, when you are borrowing against assets like gold, it is important to note that discipline is very important. Personal loans are not always bad. They are not bad by default. They are useful when you do not own any gold, and they work well for longer repayment periods. They also suit people who prefer predictable monthly repayments. So, the key lesson is not to avoid personal loans. The lesson is to compare the total cost of borrowing before choosing between gold loans and personal loans. Smart borrowing means choosing the right tool for your individual situation. Imagine two people borrowing 3 lakh rupees. One takes a personal loan at 18% interest and the other takes a gold loan at 9% interest. After 2 years, one person has paid nearly double the interest of the other. Same amount had been borrowed, but the outcomes were very different. And this difference explains why gold loans are rising now. India is not borrowing less. India is borrowing more thoughtfully. Households are slowly separating impulse spending from borrowing decisions. Debt is becoming a calculation again and not an emotional reaction. And that change signals a healthier money mindset. Gold loans outperforming personal loans is not about nostalgia or tradition. It's about numbers becoming impossible to ignore. Lower interest rate, shorter tenure, and greater control are winning. And this trend shows that people are upgrading how they think about debt, not by borrowing less, but by borrowing smarter. Now, as I always say, financial freedom is not the finish line. It's just the altitude where your perspective changes. And if that made your monkey mind pause and think, then hit subscribe, like, and comment your thoughts below. Join us every week as we weave finance, evolution, history, and the latest financial trends into one big climb together up the money tree. Thanks for watching. I'll be in my tree if you need me. See you soon, right here on Monetary.